Hey everyone, how you doing? Johnny with South Texas Firearms Training. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit about the permitless carry law. Okay, as of last year, if you guys remember, they did pass a law where a citizen can carry a pistol in public without a license. You don't need an LTC to carry. Now, there are some provisions and restrictions on that. Okay, only qualified personnel, qualified citizens can carry without a permit in public. Okay, you can't be convicted of family violence assaults. You can't be a felon. If you went to prison and back and you're a felon, you can't carry. If you're an illegal immigrant, you can't carry. If you've been discharged by the military, dishonorable discharge, you can't carry. So there's some disqualifications to where you can't actually carry permitless just because the governor said you're allowed to carry. Now, I got a call a couple of days ago from a former student that works in a place, and he said there was a guy that walked in wanting to order a part for a pistol, and the guy walks into the store, unholsters his pistol, takes out the magazine, and tries to present to the gentleman that called me. He said, "Hey, whoa, put that back in the holster. What are you doing?" He said, "Well, I need to order a part, and I need you to see. I need you to look at my gun to see what I need." And he's like, "No, sir, you can't unholster and brandish it." And mind you, the gun was loaded. He unloaded the mag. He racked the slide. The bullet popped out. Everything. So he's like, "Do you have a license to carry?" They said, "No, I don't need one. The state of Texas says I can go anywhere I want." And the former student that called said, "No, sir, you can't go anywhere you want. You can carry in public, but you can't go into stores that don't allow that in certain places." He said, "No, as I understand it, the law passed and you don't need a license. You can go anywhere." So there's a misconception on civilians out there, regular citizens, that they can carry anywhere. You have to educate yourself, guys. Educate yourself. If you don't want a license, you don't have to have a license. If you don't want the license, don't get the license. But you need to educate yourself where you can carry. Okay? There's a 30-06 and 30-07 sign. That's for the LTC carriers, right? As of last year, they passed another sign, the 30-05. Penal Code 30-05, which is a criminal trespass code. Okay, that applies for the permitless carriers. All businesses, you guys, if you own a business in town, or if you have a business, or if you work for a business, make sure you have the 30-05, the 30.05 sign, and that's for the permitless carriers, because the 30-06 and 30-07 apply only for the license holders. The permitless carriers do not bind by those laws. The 30-05 is for the permitless carriers. So if you have a business or you work for a business, make sure you have the 30-05, 30-06, and 30-07. You have 3 signs up there. So make sure you have that so everybody can know that even the permitless carriers cannot go into that store or in that business with a pistol. Okay? You guys that carry with no permit, I suggest please Google, read something, get some knowledge before you guys get in trouble, before you guys get arrested. I'm giving you food for thought. Just educate yourselves before you start opening your mouth out there trying to get it misconstrued and stuff. Don't get it twisted. Don't misunderstand the law. Okay? If you're a felon, if you're a convict, if you've been convicted of anything, any felonies or any misdemeanor assaults, family violence misdemeanors, family violence felonies, any of that sort, you do not qualify to carry a pistol. Period. no firearms at all. Okay. So please try to educate yourself, guys. I personally would recommend an LTC. I would personally recommend you go get your license to know what to do or what the laws are. Okay, if you don't want your license, that's fine. That's up to you. You don't need to have your license, but you need to get educated. Read something, play a video, get on YouTube, get on Google, do something, research it before you get in trouble. I strongly recommend that, guys. That phone call that our former student called me about was kind of, and I told the guy, I told the student, make sure that store has a license, a license, a sign, the 30-05 sign for the permitless carriers. Permitless carriers, look for that sign, the 30-05. The 30-05 applies to you guys, the permitless carriers. Okay, so be careful out there, guys. Don't get in trouble. LTC holders and permitless carry guys, you gotta read the laws, know what you got, know what to do. All right. Till then, guys, train how you'll fight.